Hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad to be crafting with you all again today on this segment of Craft and Chat with Tracy. How are all of my friends doing today on this Thursday? Oh, no, Wednesday. I'm sorry, Wednesday. And I'll tell you the reason why I said Thursday is because I like to craft on Wednesdays. And so this is also my craft segment with Craft Around the Clock. So hello, if anyone's watching, they're in the group. And so once I had went to sign up, all of the Wednesday slots were taken. So I had to do a Thursday for this week. Well, I really like to. It just works better for me with my family and everything that I'm doing. Hi, Alana. And so the other day I went and checked, and someone I guess had canceled this time, and so I snatched it up. So that's why I kind of like had in my brain that I was on Thursday, because I was trying to, get myself psyched up, because I like to craft on Wednesday. Welcome, guys. My name is Tracy. This is my page, Country Charm by Tracy. No matter if you're watching on Facebook, or if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching in Craft Around the Clock group, if you're watching later on the replay, I am so glad that you are here. Hi, Tisha. Tisha's from Arizona. I am in a little town called Brenham, Texas. That's where I am. It's in between Houston and Austin. And also, where I'm about 45 minutes away from Bryan College Station, which is home of Texas A&M, Aggies. Whoop! If any Aggies are here as well. Anyway, so I had some of my, I also make wreaths, and so a while ago I was trying to get some things prepped, and I was looking for a little flag to go with my project today. And I have, all these shelves in my craft room, and so my deco mesh was falling on me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, please don't knock me in the eye, please don't break my glasses. Hi Tracy, thanks so much for being here. Thanks Lisa King Divine for spreading the charm. That is my way here at Country Charm by Tracy, is to sprinkle out, and so I greatly appreciate you friends doing that. It's just a free way to help us crafters. Stars are another way, or on YouTube I do have a thanks button. It's just kind of like a tip jar kind of thing, but it goes right back to you guys, and that kind of thing. It's not expected, but greatly appreciated. So, but a free way to do that is just by, spreading the charm by, in the groups that allow you to do that, as well as on your page. And so then you can go back and watch it later, like if I do something and you didn't quite get or hear or whatever. Hi, Erin. Hi, Tisha. Hi, Sandra. Thank y'all so much for being here. Hey, Terry from Tyler, my sweet friend. Okay, so like I said, I am on my segment this week with Craft Around the Clock, so I only have 45 minutes. So I tried to prep just a little bit. Now, the other day, guys, I had asked y'all, all my communities on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, I put a little question out that says, what do y'all want to see on the Craft and Chat with Tracy segments? And so anyway, I got some fantastic responses, and it's so true to my followers, my community, because y'all know me best, guys. I share country crafts. I love to paint. I love to hand letter. I love to do wreaths. I love to paint splatter. And so a lot like distressing and all of that stuff. And so one of the things that I like to do is work with trucks. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that. Like I said, I do, I work part-time. I design for a business, local business, because they had asked me to do wreaths. And so I wasn't a wreath maker before that. So I have learned a lot along the way. And so a lot of times what I do is I will create signs for the wreaths that I do. But today's project can be also used as a door hanger if you don't do wreaths. I don't want I just give the ideas. And so, you know, you as the creator, you run with it. You do your own thing with it. If you don't like my colors, or if you don't like how I did my sign or whatever, it's just ideas. Anyway, so hi, Mary. Thanks so much. If it's your first time here, welcome. I am so glad that y'all are here. Like I said, I love to share country crafts. And so that is my heart and soul. I retired last summer after 32 and a half years of being a state of Texas employee. I was administrative assistant for many years at a facility that they had mental, well, not, it was called retardation, but it was like this developmental disabilities. And so anyway, guys, I could do this full time, and I'm so honored to be able to be here with you and share my talents that the good Lord has given to me. All right. So hello, Brooklyn. Hi, Candy. Hi, Mary Streeter. Hi, Sharon. Terry, thank you so much for the stars. Anyway, so guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to bend you down and let me tell you some of the things that we're going to be working on. Like I said the other day when I had asked my community, hey guys, what do you want to see? Y'all were consistent with the Patriotic as well as a whole bunch of other stuff. Hi, Miss Nancy, with, you know, a lot of other summer stuff, but the consistent was painting and trucks. Patriotic, painting, and trucks. So guys, that's what I'm doing today, okay? Now, what I've done is to get a little prep already. I have this sign, and let me just kind of show you what it looked like. This is one from the Dollar Tree. Fortunately, my Dollar Tree, I finally found them. You know, so many people are using them, but I could never find them at my local Dollar Tree. Anyway, it's just in the Crafter Square. And mine always look, you know, make sure they're not warped, but you can always double them up if you want a stronger sign. I just want to kind of share that tip with you, okay? Another thing that I'm using is, I've already painted this one coat of red, but what I'm using is this truck from the Dollar Tree from a few seasons ago. They had the yard stakes on them and maybe like an arrow that said, I don't even know. It had an arrow on it. Anyway, I just took them off of the stake because I only wanted the truck. So I just want to show you what I'm doing, all right? And so then also for the tailgate of the truck, I'm going to be doing some hand lettering. That was another question or request, is my hand lettering. I'm so honored, you know, that the Lord has given me these gifts and talents that I can share with y'all. So I'm going to be painting that red because I didn't quite get to that, okay? So I do have quite a bit of stuff to do with y'all, and then we're going to be making this patriotic, you know, spreading the land of the free, home of the brave. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Lori. Joyce. Welcome, guys. And if you're watching on Facebook, or if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching a Craft Around the Clock, wherever you're watching, I appreciate y'all being here. Okay. All right. So let me, I'd already given this a coat of white paint. I was going to do plaster because that's usually my go-to. But I'm like, no, you need to stick with the red, white, and blue. So what I did is I just gave it a coat of, sometimes I have to give it several coats of the paint, and I'm just using acrylic paint. This color of red is called primary red, and it really doesn't matter as far as just whatever color you like. And anyway, so yeah, I was very honored and surprised when I got so many, you know, suggestions on my question from the other day. I'm just going around the sides again because it looks like maybe I was going to do blue and then I decided to do red. I don't know. I had sometimes like I multitask, and so I paint a whole bunch of stuff up at one time. So that's one of the reasons why I joined or requested to, you know, join Craft Around the Clock, is because I wanted to be more consistent with coming, you know, live with y'all and crafting, and y'all getting to know me a little bit better as far as my quirkiness. my country self. I say that humbly. I don't say that to be, you know, degrading or anything like that. But anyway, so I had been doing pre-recorded videos for many years, and so I would just, you know, record a video and stick it up on YouTube, and so being in Craft Around the Clock just really kind of helps me with, and I just like to use placemats. Every crafter has their own, you know, thing of what they like to use. Anyway, so what I'm doing here is just painting this the same color of red, and I really don't need to paint the sides. I got these jagged signs from Amazon, so if you're interested in that. Also, I think I shared a video this morning that it's on my page on Facebook and YouTube of how to navigate my link tree. And so in my link tree, there is my Amazon shop. And so these I have in my Amazon store. So I just kind of wanted to get all of my links in one place. And so that gives me, you know, the option to do that. Okay. All right. So then another thing, this is what I prepped a little bit. I got this tip from Alyssa from Southern Crafts Corner. Genius. Love this. Anyway, it's just a stick. It's a dowel, and we just glue our little you know, things on there, and that way they don't slip around, or you know, I can get all the way around. And so just like this one's kind of coming off a little bit. Just put a little dot and just put that on there. And so then I can go all the way around, and these will make more sense in a minute once I start putting my embellishments and stuff in my truck. Anyway, so these are going to be my tail lights, and so they're just let me see what size they are. They are 20 millimeter half split balls, 20 millimeter. Those are also in my Amazon store. And so I wanted to make it simple for my community because I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Instagram. And so I get private messages, I get, you know, comments that says, where can I find this? Where can I find this? And so across the board, the link tree is just a way that it's kind of like a tree where you can put all of your links in one place. And so therefore you can, you know, just have everything across the board. Okay. All right. Hi, Joyce says she made my Christmas mail truck with those a few years ago. All right. Well, the Dollar Tree, you know, comes out with a different truck every year. And so also in my link tree is my for my free patterns. I have a website, a blog. And so what I'm doing now, I'm just painting the tires black. And I have some free patterns that I have drawn out these designs, and that you can print out like on your printer and cut it out of foam board, cardboard, or wood, whatever, if you have, you know, that option. And it's for, you know, for personal use, but I just wanted to, if someone doesn't have that option, someone says, I'm freezing. I don't know. Everything's good here on my end. I'm not sure. Maybe if you go back out and come back in, I seem to be fine on my end. Hi, Linda. All right. Okay. So then let me just paint. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm going to give this another coat, because then we're going to be doing some hand lettering. I'll be doing some hand lettering. I don't know, everything seems to be good on my phone. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe on your end. Okay. All right. So I just have my little Lazy Susan underneath here so that I can, you know, turn it around, that kind of thing. Anyway, hi Jessica. Hi Mary. Okay. I tell you, FB is not our friend nowadays. Anyway, so I hope that this doesn't continue, because if so, then I will just strictly go to YouTube. I wanted to offer that, you know, have different options and stuff like that. Okay. So anyway, all right. So let's put this to the side so that I can work on my circle. Okay, so if you missed it, this is a circle from the Dollar Tree. It's a crafting from the Crafter Square. And hi Tracy. I'm not sure, guys. Everything's good on my phone. Everything's good. So, all right. So then what I'm doing is I have a fan brush, and that's one of the ways I like to make my backgrounds. All right. So let's see. Okay. So what I'm using is just this light gray. This is Drizzle Gray. It's an Americana brand. And so I have a fan brush, and this is one of the ways I like to do this. I like to make, I'm trying to get another placemat. So, all right. So what I do is I'm making like a faux plaid pattern. And so what I do is I just take my brush, and I just start like in the middle, and I go down. And so then I just go like on one side, go down. Hi Lisa from California. Thank y'all so much for watching today. It's all right. I got my finger in the paint. So I go like that, and then I just go, I call this my faux plaid border. So that's what it looks like, just like that. Hi, Miss Pat. Hi, Monica. Maybe during the live there's an issue with the sound. Everything's good on my end. I can see everything. So maybe on the replay, everything will be fine. I'll have to check it out. Anyway, so that is going to be the border, or the background rather. The background of my truck, for my truck rather. Okay, so I just kind of dry that up. It's still wet. Okay, hi Misty. Annie says she went out and came back in. All is well. I do apologize if y'all are having an issue hearing me, or it keeps freezing, but everything looks good on my end, so I do apologize. that FB is not my friend today. Not my friend today. Okay. So then now what I want to do is, this is a, I want to work on this so that this can dry, because I want to do some hand lettering. So like I mentioned, I do work for a local business. They had, I've been doing it for years. It's a local business in my hometown that I design wreaths for. And so that's why I do a lot of signs. That's why I do a lot of wreaths, because they're, you know, I would just kind of wanted to share what, you know, kind of what I've been doing. So if wreaths are not your thing, I totally understand that, but there's so many people that love to, that are getting into wanting to make wreaths. And so, anyway, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing some hand lettering, but I need to get rid of that because that'll mess me up right now. And so, my Siri on my phone must have thought that I was talking to her, because she started talking back to me. Hi, Miss Rose. I'm so glad that you're here. So anyway, I just have a 1/4 inch flat paintbrush, and so this is how I just do my hand lettering. And this is just a board that I got off of Amazon. They are in my Amazon store, in my link tree as well. And so now what I'm doing is I'm just taking that and whoops, I already know that I got too much paint on that. So I'm just gonna go to my go-to, which is welcome, because this truck is gonna go on a patriotic wreath. And that I do design for the gift shop that I design for. And usually all of the truck, when I do a truck sign on a wreath, it usually sells very fast. That's why you're seeing, oh gosh. And I totally messed this up. Okay, so. I'm so glad that that happened, because I share with my community all of the time. I mess up too. You know, when you do pre-recorded videos, you can like cut all of that out. But when you're doing live, you can't, I mean, you can't cut it out. You can't say, oh, wait, let me fix this. So I always, you know, tell my community, if you want to learn how to paint, you're going to mess up. I'm going to mess up. I did not allow myself. I did not do what I tell my community to do, is to air draw it, just to make sure that I have enough space. And so that's one of the things that I'm glad that happened. And that's one of the reasons, like I said, why I joined Craft Round the Clock group, is because it would, you know, I would have that opportunity to go live, and it would like push me, like keep me on a schedule. Thank you, Jessica, my sweet friend. Jessica says she's learned so much from me making wreaths. She's making on 2 patriotic wreaths right now. Thank you so much for saying that. And guys, I'm a true craft junkie, And what that means is that I like to dibble dabble in a whole lot of stuff, a lot of different things. And so, you know, I know that I'm just getting another flat paintbrush, and we're going to try this again. So what I recommend to my community is to air draw it, like, you know, L-C-O-M-E. That way, you know, you have enough space. I did not do that. And so that's why I said I'm glad that this happened, so that I could share what I do when I mess up. So I'm just taking more white, And so I'm a true craft junkie, and I love to like do painting. I love to do florals. I love to do wreaths. I got into doing the wreaths when the gift shop said, hey, we have requests for handmade wreaths. And I do have just a little certain style that I like to do. And so, you know, my style is not everybody's style, and that's okay. That's why God made us individual. So that's what I do. I just correct my mistake. And so I already know I got that L a little off. So what I'll need to do is go back and get my thin brush and, you know, go back over it so that you won't see that. Okay. Perfect. So, I do have, or what I recommend if, you know, people want to learn hand lettering, the best way to learn hand lettering, that worked for me, guys. This is just what worked for me. Okay. Okay, we're going to put that to the side so it can dry. But this is, I'm sorry, I didn't show. This is just how, and then I'll put my happy dots and stuff on. And so this will be the tailgate for my truck, and then I'm going to stick all my other stuff in there. And so anyway, now what I'm doing is, let's see, we need to get this, and we need to get another. There's so many steps. In everything. Let's see, we're going to do some white shading, and so then we get my towel. Yeah, these 45-minute segments are not working for me because I put so much stuff into my projects that and I want to make it worth your time, you know, to watch. And so what I'm doing now is I just have a flat paint brush, and I'm just going around the edges and just doing some shading. Okay. I'm not really going to be able to put all of the details into my truck like I usually like to do because, like I said, I'm in craft around the clock, and I'm limited to a 45-minute segment. So anyway, let's see. Okay, so then now I'm getting some gray. Let me see what this one is. Drizzle Gray. Drizzle Gray is the name of the gray. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to do my back glass. And just from, I don't measure it out, just from, you know, doing so many of these, I just kind of know how to just make my little glass. And so then once that dries, I'm going to doodle that up, and then we're going to be putting some fun stuff in our truck is what we're going to do. Put some fun stuff in our truck. Okay. All right. So then let's see here. Okay. All right. So then for a border, because I'm going to be making a stripe around, I'm just using primary blue. All right. Whoops. Didn't shake it up. And it's kind of watery. So let's try this again. So that's what I said. That's why I wanted to do these crafting chats more with you guys, because it is, you know, it pushes me away to do this stuff with you. And then that way you can see my, my mess ups. I'm not perfect. Teresa. Okay. Teresa has a question. She said, where is the best place to learn about lettering? There are a lot of different, what I'm doing is I'm going to be doing a border. I don't know why this is not covering very well. Anyway, there's a lot of places that that have it. I'm just looking. Okay. Let's try a different blue. This is cobalt blue. I don't know if I'm gonna like that. So what I recommend is going to a place that offers free fonts. Download it to your computer and print out whatever saying you want to say on like a blank piece of paper, and then practice it from there. And so with my happy dots, there is some fonts that I have found for my happy dots, or that have dots on them. And in my link tree, there is on my blog, on my website, there is, I have a page that has a lot of free fonts on it. You know, you can click on the font name and it will open up to dafont.com, and it will, you can download that font. And so then you can use graphite paper or tracing paper or something like that, you know, to like practice your lettering. So that's what I recommend. That's how I learned. Many years ago, I was determined to learn how to hand letter, and I just loved to, I love the happy dots. And oh, Miss Pat from Unique says 45 minutes is tough, but girl, our time slot used to be 30 minutes. Yeah. I'm really struggling with the 45-minute time slots because I've been going over, and I don't want to be, I want to be respectful to the other people. But anyway, I'm sorry, Miss Tracy. Tracy Campbell is the, you know, person. She owns the Craft Around the Clock, and so she works so hard to get all of us set up and all of our time slots and stuff. So yes, so Pat with Unique is saying it pushes her clean out of her comfort zone, but she loves the push. That's why I joined. That's why I joined, because I wanted to step out of my comfort zone, guys, of just doing pre-recorded videos. So anyway, what I did is I have just made me a border around, and so I'm going to shade around it and do a lot of painting with that. But I need that to dry. And so I kind of like, you know, work in increments and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So let's see what we got here. All right. So then for my happy dots, I like to either use the end of a paintbrush, or I'll use my paintbrush to make my happy dots. Anyway, so that's why I said I'm a bit old school when it comes to, you know, this lettering. And, but what I have found, you know, I try to stay true to myself, you know, because I love this. I love paint splattering. I love the messy look. And so what I'm discovering is that, you know, if you like it too, you will follow me. I have tons of videos on YouTube as well as Facebook that share a lot of hand painting, a lot of, you know, lettering, and, you know, it depends on what word I am writing will depend on kind of like how I form my letters, kind of thing. And this isn't the best brush, but I'm just saying, that's why I said, you know, by doing this, by crafting and chatting with y'all, and I'm sorry if I haven't seen your comments. I always go back later and try to, you know, acknowledge or respond to your comments, or let you know that I've read it by liking it, loving it, that kind of thing. I don't know what was going on with that blue paint at the beginning. That was not good. Anyway, so, okay. All right. So then to a truck. I'm using lots of paintbrushes today. Lots of paintbrushes. Thank goodness I got lots of them. All right. So I have these. So also in my link tree, there is, in my Amazon shop, there's a link for that. I have all of my favorite paintbrushes, because I do get questions about that. And I also get private messages to ask about my paintbrushes. Now you can get paintbrushes anywhere. You know, Dollar Tree even has them. Walmart. What I'm doing now, guys, is I'm going to make the treads of my tires. I usually use my fan brush, but I just have this little liner brush out, and that's what I'm doing. So then for my back glass, I am just going to, you know, just do some lines, just kind of break it up a bit. But I usually like to use the end of my fan brush just to make the treads of my tires, because it makes it a little wonky. Makes them a little wonky. Anyway, so that's what I did with that. Okay. All right. There is another person that comes on in Craft Around the Clock at 1 o'clock. So I completely understand if y'all have to go and watch that, but I do want to finish this because I owe that to my community, because I ask y'all guys, what do y'all want to see? And so I apologize, Miss Tracy with Craft Around the Clock, but I want to finish this. Thank you, Peggy. Thank you so much. Guys, if you're watching now, there will be a red live button up at the top. If there's not a red live button up there, that means that you're watching on the replay and are watching later, because I do upload my videos to my YouTube. And so I do welcome you. Actually, that's where I get the majority of my views, is on from my YouTube. And so there's some that they do not, you know, they don't do Facebook, and vice versa. You know, some people on Facebook don't do YouTube. And so I try to, you know, put my things out there. So whichever platform you, you know, prefer to watch on, that you can have that option. All right. Okay. All right. So let's see. Now what we're going to do. Okay. I think this needs to dry a bit more. All right, let's work on our truck. So what I like to do is add some more doodles. Let me get some fresh paint. I know I have still some on there, but that dried up a little bit. And I just take my liner brush and just kind of do some doodles. That's another thing I like to do, is just do some doodling. I just feel that it just kind of, and I didn't put my bumper on, but oh well. We are going to go with that. I usually like have an order to things because I usually do my windshield and then I put a bumper, but that's all right. This truck is not going to have a bumper. That is okay. I'm going to go back and Debbie, in the description, Debbie is asking how she doesn't know much about the computer. What does she need to do to go to the website? My link tree is in the description of this video. My link tree is there, and like you click on that and just find, let me see, just find the one where it says my website or blog. I don't even remember what I said. what I really said to do, how I said it. So I'm putting the, all right. Oh gosh, thanks Pat. Pat just told me that Miss Tracy, she's up next in Craft Around the Clock. She's doing her craft lab. And so I didn't even catch that she was. So what I did is I pinned my link tree up in, you know, so you can click on my link tree and then you can go to my website. And also I have like free, it says free handwriting fonts or something like that. Anyway, so that's how I did with that. All right. Okay. So, since Miss Tracy, who is the owner and creator of Craft Around the Clock, I can't cut into her time. So once my time ends at 1 o'clock, what I'll have to do is I'll have to splice these videos together. I'll go live on my page where I'm not cutting into the Craft Around the Clock group. Anyway, so that'll give me some time. Yeah, that's dry. That's dry. What I'm going to do is make this, you can make this a door hanger, but I'm going to be putting it on a wreath. And I'm going to be doodling up my truck, put some more paint splatters on it. And then, because I still need to put my styrofoam and put all my goodies in there. Just put everything, put all of my goodies in there. And so, yes, that is what I will do. Because I got lots more good stuff. Lots more good stuff to do. Okay, so I'm going to do some paint splattering. Show you how I do that real quick. So I just take a stiff brush, and I've been paint splattering for years, and I just take that and just go around. I just go across the bristles toward my body so that can, so that's that. Yeah, because I got lots of stuff I need to, because I don't want to rush. I don't want to just throw it together. I want to, so I'll just be live on my page again. So what I'm doing, guys, is a Patriotic, it could be door hanger, but I'm going to use it for the center of a wreath. I'm going to do that. And, you know, put this on. Also need to add some paint splattering to that and some doodles. And yeah, we need to put all of our stuff in in the truck, because I have, whoops, still can't see me. There we go. Because I still have all of this stuff. All of this stuff that I need to do. Yeah, I have lots of fun stuff that I want to decorate my truck with. Yes, so anyway, I appreciate you hanging out with me for the last 45 minutes in Craft Around the Clock. But Miss Tracy is up next with her craft lab. And thank you to Miss Pat for letting me know that it was Miss Tracy. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. The link for Craft Around the Clock is in the description of this video so that you can find it. And then y'all can watch Miss Tracy. I will send a text message to my group, to my community, when I'm going to go live, so I can finish this up. So if you would like to see that, I will also have it posted on my YouTube channel. I'll have a part 1 and then I'll have a part 2, and it's just because I had to cut it off at 45 minutes. Anyway, join my texting list if you want me to send you a text to say I'm finishing up my truck. Anyway, 979-316-7944. It is free to you. You can opt out and stop at any time, but this is the best way to communicate with me. When you message, I'm the one who gets it. I'm the one who responds. I'm the one who hearts your comment or answers your question or something like that. Anyway, thanks so much, and I will let you know via text and also post it on my page when I'm going to finish this. So anyway, thanks so much, and we'll talk to y'all in a minute.